Hello Capricorn, welcome to Creators on the Crest, Kings and Queens. As you can see, we are sporting Leo season, Lion Kings and Lion Queens here for August 2024 and your reading today. Today I'm going to be doing one of those juicy Celtic crosses that I like to do for the monthlies. We're going to close it off with an oracle card from the Earth Warriors Oracle. And today, of course, as always, is a general reading, so only take what resonates. You can check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node for additional context and texture. And be sure to check out the description below to find out how to book a personal reading or for other ways to connect. Okay. In your current energies, Capricorn, for August, you have the Queen of Swords. I'm liking this energy. It's very strong. You might be dealing with a little bit of Taurus energy or Taurans in your chart somewhere or somebody you know. This is crossed with the challenge of the Two of Cups. So I'm wondering if you're having some sort of disagreement in a partnership, or just something doesn't seem to be matching up, something doesn't seem to be working out. You definitely think you know what's going on here. We'll find out when we clarify. You seem to be sitting in a confident position though about this, whatever this is. This could be a work situation as well. Could be a relationship with like your boss, a manager, a coworker, something of that nature. In your needed focus, you get the Queen of Pentacles. This almost feels like, okay, you've been in the Queen of Swords, you're confident, you're doing all of that, but what about returning to yourself and your own grounded, hardworking energies and nurturing that a little bit? There seems to be a need for maybe you to retreat a little bit from that place of like mental fighting, or if there's some sort of fight or disagreement going on, to have some time to retreat kind of into yourself and maybe stay there for a minute. We'll see. In the past, you're leaving behind some sort of heartbreak with the Three of Swords, so something has left you feeling defeated and you are ready to move past that. We'll get a look at if that's a person or maybe a belief or a situation. In your strength, you have the Five of Pentacles. This is a really interesting strength to have. It feels to me like, Capricorn, like this is this slow, it's a very slow moving energy, but it's the overcoming of feelings of abandonment. Maybe you've been working on this for a long time. Maybe you've worked with like someone or some program to kind of help you, or you have your own little way of dealing with the feelings of abandonment when they arise, because this is showing up in your strength. So you have some sort of knowledge and wisdom, or even practical application of how to deal with those feelings when they emerge. It seems like it's maybe been going on a long time, but you've worked on it steadily. In the future energies, you have the Four of Pentacles. Now this is interesting because you could look at it as a step back from the energy and your strength of the Five of Pentacles and kind of moving back into a place of perhaps like, excuse me, scarcity. Hey, oh my goodness, he's going to cause all kinds of a ruckus here. This is an energy of you moving into scarcity or feeling like you don't have control of things. I almost get this sense of like you're feeling out of control. In the advice and support, you get the Two of Wands. And this here is an energy of, it's okay. He's going to finish his barking whether I like it or not. This is an energy of you enjoying some of the little things in life, like some of the sweeter things, some of the aspects of nature that just kind of bring you those moments of feeling nice and feeling good and feeling like you can bring things into balance. That's what I'm getting. It does come along with a period of more presence where you are more rested and in a present state and absorbing what's going on around you. And there's these little delights that come up. In your environment itself, the Ten of Pentacles. So going along with the advice and support, the environment starts to really feel good to you. You start to see prosperity around you. You start to see camaraderie around you, like a neighborly feeling around you when you immerse yourself in those natural environments. In your hopes and fears, you have the Page of Swords. This to me is, on the one hand, a hope that people see you as strong, as capable, as you're being, like, there's this thing of like you being recognized for what you do, you being valued and appreciated for what you do. It's also your fear that maybe people won't see you that way, or that you're seen as too much of a beginner, or that you don't know what you're talking about. That is kind of a double-sided thing for you. So maybe something to look at there. In the potential outcome, you got the Nine of Swords. This is a feeling of like mental exhaustion, a bit of confusion. August looks like a bit of a challenging month. I'm almost getting the feeling for some of you, Kings and Queen Cappies, that you are really taking on some big healing. You're really taking on some big healing. And that may be why this is a challenging month. It doesn't mean it's bad, it just means challenging. Let's look at this Queen of Swords. So this is your current situation. Maybe you're feeling confident about taking on some of these healing aspects in your life at this time. Yeah, you get the King of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Those are really, really, I really like these energies. I'm getting the chills, like the good vibes of like, this is you feeling strong and confident. I see other people also contributing to that, or knowing that, yes, like they're not doubting you, they're working with you, they're inviting you to work with them. And then there's this feeling of like everything's coming from the heart. Everything's coming from this place of emotional mastery, which is really nice. Now, this is crossed by that Two of Cups, so there is some sort of partnership. So if there is something going on, let's see, at work, a disagreement with someone else, a argument with the boss or manager or something going on, it seems like other people in that environment have your back or don't see you as the problem. But let's take a look here. That card came, the Hierophant came floating out for that, and then you get the Seven of Wands. Yeah, Capricorn. So there's some situation. Now, it could be in your personal partnership life, or it could be at work, or could be a family member. But what I see here is that someone has disagreed with you, and I think it's been quite a public disagreement, or someone has said something, you know, like you're not doing something right, or that you're just inherently wrong about something, or maybe they've given you an unfair rating or, you know, grade or review or something like that. This seems more incidental, like it's maybe not like a long-term thing, but an incidental kind of thing, like something that happened one-off. But it's put you in the position of feeling like you have to defend yourself. So there's someone in your life or some situation that's making you feel like you have to defend yourself, even though you know you're in the right and that you have the authority to speak and, you know, embody that which is true. Let's look at this Queen of Pentacles, your needed focus area, Capricorn, the World and the Knight of Swords. Everything in you, Capricorn, might want to move forward with great haste, okay? Everything might feel like you just want to get this over with, like you just want to be done with it. But you're being asked to really stay present with yourself and whatever is going on in this situation. There is an end coming to it, but you, in this particular situation, do not want to, what looks to be like, force the ending of it. Let it let it kind of come naturally. So if someone has accused you of something or said something about you that just isn't true, I feel like you're known to be in the right about this, not only with yourself, but with other observers and spectators around, so that you can actually just continue to be you and authentic to you. You don't have to take the action to make this happen any faster, at least not at this particular time. I mean, you've taken on a lot for the month. You're doing your own levels of healing here. This other person's energy, to me, it feels more petty, and it feels like it takes you out of being the cause point. It takes you into the effects of maybe even the things you're trying to leave behind and heal for yourself. So it's like a physical manifestation, a smaller physical manifestation of the bigger things you've been dealing with. Because remember, you had that fear of being seen, like you don't know what you're doing or you don't know what you're talking about. That's what this person or this situation is trying to make you out to be, but that's really not how you're seen. And like everybody knows it, but that one pest, whoever that pest is or whatever that is. In the past, you had that Three of Swords. And this is what you're leaving behind. It's interesting. It's clarified by the Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So what this really feels like to me is that through either sisterhood or brotherhood, you've come to a place of great acknowledgement of who you are beyond the pain of previous relationships. So there's been some sort of coming together that helped you move beyond that and put you in a place of transformation, honestly, because the Queen of Wands is the fire element. And so you were able to really work on that with the support of some other people. And that's good. You still did the work, but they were there raising you up to be able to do it. And maybe now you don't need the reliance on them as much anymore. It could be you're leaving that behind as well. And maybe you're stepping into a place of support for one of them, like a equal give and take kind of thing could be. Okay, for the Five of Pentacles in your strength, which is a super interesting strength, you get the Fool and the King of Pentacles, which really kind of brings it together here for me. Remember I said that you were working on using the power of overcoming abandonment or the fear of abandonment. And here you have the Fool, which is the beginning of the hero's journey. This last little thing that's ending, this last little, pesky thing that's happened with this other person is it's kind of like that last little bit of energy trying to grasp onto you. But here in your strength, I see you stepping into the Fool's position, which you're taking a risk. You're opening up your heart. You don't know where you're going to land. You don't know exactly where you're going even maybe, but you're trusting the universe that moving out of, this situation, this minor situation, is reflective of the major energies that you've been working on transforming. And you have the King of Pentacles here, which is a more allowing. Remember the Knight of Swords here that you got in the needed focus where I said you don't have to force anything. The King of Pentacles here does not force anything. That is your card. That's an earth sign card. That is an earth king. You are Capricorn. You are the earth magician. And so you get to dictate your peace. Okay, you get to dictate what brings you your peace. You get to comfortably sit in your throne and let things come to you. And it's cool because you've got the action of the Fool and you've got the reflection of the King of Pentacles. So you've got just the right mix here, coupled with you having healed big cycles of abandonment issues. Let's look at this Four of Pentacles in the future. Ooh, yes, you might be dealing with a little bit of time shifts here, Capricorn. So you got the Temperance card and the Eight of Wands to clarify the Four of Pentacles. Remember I said it might be that little bit of energy of scarcity that kind of sneaks up, and you know, abandonment can be connected to that, because when we feel abandoned, we kind of feel left out in the cold, no one's supporting us, no one, you know, that can be financially, it could be physically, it could be emotionally. But right away, the Temperance and the Eight of Wands, which tells me you're very quickly catching that and coming into a place where you're tempering that energy and identifying it maybe as an old pattern. I'm wondering if there might be some sort of physical body work or exercise that might help you with that, since that's coming up in the future energy as a potential, because the energies are always in motion. That's a potential to sneak up on you. I see you catching it right away either way, but maybe to, as a preventative measure, doing something. Dancing is a great way to release things off your body. For August, that might be great. Lifting weights, using a foam roller, or getting some myofascial work done. Whatever kind of first popped into your head when I said that, go with it. Okay, let's look at the advice and support for you, Capricorn, with this Two of Wands. This is getting in nature and enjoying the little things, the sound of the birds, the little, you know, butterfly, the bees buzzing, just the nice little things. That is clarified by the Ace of Wands and the Empress. Yes, and again, Capricorn, you have this beautiful balance. Like, it's like almost like one of the things that we magicians talk about, right? Real life mages, right? And I have the podcast. Be sure you check out the podcast because we have some amazing conversations there. One of the cornerstones of being a magician is dealing with the temporal. And so, you know how there's times you wake up and the next thing you know, it's night and you're like, where did the day go? And then there's other times in life that seem to just drag on forever. You've really been working with these energies. You've really been working with them, but you're working with them from the perspective of nature and the earth, which I really love. So you have a very active energy of the Ace of Wands. That's a brand new feeling, a passionate beginning. You've got the movement, but you have the Empress who sits back and receives here. She sits back and she's open. She's open for love. She's open for abundance. She's open for emotional embodiment and support. So you have some really beautiful, attractive energies going on right now. And this is in your advice and support section here. So I'm wondering if, things like outdoor meetup groups, if you're single and you're looking to meet somebody, it might be a really good idea. You've got a lot of attractive energy going on, especially when you get in nature. When you're in your element, those earth element energies, it's beautiful because you have this, it's like time, it's like you're mastering time, and time just kind of freezes and bends to you in a beautiful way. All right, for the environment, you had that 10 of Pentacles, things feeling good. You got the Chariot and the 9 of Cups. And this is, this is you being able to go in your home space and say, wow, I really love this about my home space. I'm so proud I created this. This is the place maybe where you feel like you've built your own little sanctuary, really nurturing that, maybe even a little bit more. So if you're in your home space and then there is like maybe the kitchen needs to be cleared out, or maybe you would like to clear out your office space, or maybe you would like to just move the furniture around in a room and kind of have a change, that is a really nice way to physically, and you Cappies love to work, that's to physically benefit yourself and your environment at this time, because you have this sense of pride and this sense of nurturing going on for that. Let's look at this Page of Swords in your hopes and fears. Yes, so remember your fear I said of okay, that people will see you like this pest person sees you, this person that's kind of thrown you on the defensive and is part of the old cycle. Remember how I said that's your fear? Well, we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming in and the Two of Cups. This is all about fresh new energies of partnership. I see you partnering up now more with people who know who you really are, people who may have been your supporters in this pesky situation or in a past situation, people who have really observed you as, no, Cappy does hard work and they do a good job. Like, no one should be nitpicking them. This almost feels like, you know, it's so pesky and small and petty, it feels like micromanagement or something like that. Or like it could be like a judgy parent or something. Like somebody's said or done something, but that's changing. With that Wheel of Fortune coming in real powerfully there, I quickly see that being you transforming those fears into your reality. Not even a hope, but it kind of comes to pass from what I could see. All right, in the potential outcome, you have that Knight of Swords, and I am nine of Swords. And that I said was kind of that feeling of like confusion or a little bit of mental angst there. It's clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. Again, Cappy, you're kind of dealing with these different energies. Like on the one hand, you have movement forward and passionate and you're doing that, but on the other hand, you have the Hermit, which is a more internal, introspective energy. And I'm wondering if the way that this situation that you're dealing with wraps up, so this little pesky situation, how that wraps up, and the gift in that is you coming inside yourself, shining your own inner wisdom upon that which, you know, has been bugging you here. And that then allows you to proceed forward in a stronger, passionate, transformative way. That's what it looks like here. I really like these energies of the temporal that you're working on. This is very interesting. I think you have a unique opportunity with your connection to nature and the earth to be able to navigate these energies. It's a loaded month for you though, Cappy. Capricorn, let's get you a card from the Earth Warriors Oracle to close out your reading today. Capricorn, you got the number 9 card, the Blessing of Kumu. No good thing shall be withheld. The universe wants to express its creativity, healing, and brilliance through you. It does not want to be limited to repeating what has already been. Newness needs to burst through you into startling expressions of abundant life. You are guided into unknown territory, guided to go beyond that which you have known yourself and your world to be, so that something original and necessary can be brought to life. The universe knows all that you are in need of so that you can best attain your destiny. All shall be provided for you. Expand your faith to allow for the greater workings of Great Spirit. Capricorn, I love this energy. It is such an all-encompassing energy. It goes right along with how you're navigating time. I feel like there's that show, The Wheel of Time. That may be what I call this reading. You're on this beautiful wheel of time and you're in a position of power. And yeah, things have happened and yeah, you're healing things from the past, but these are all part of the journey and they're all propelling you into something even greater. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading, Capricorn, and I'll see you next time.